Katie the angel that says fuck, and Megan. So, we're here to do 2 readings in one. We haven't done one of these like that in a while. They tend to be kind of long.
But we got lots of things to get done, so we
got to just bundle this because we are very busy girls right now. So
I'm on 2 jobs and I'm starting a business right now. On top of she's got something going on her end, I help with that. She helps with mine, and we're just constantly always
we're
busy.
planning and helping each other out, and we're collecting other ladies and helping each other out, and we're creating a really cool network, and we don't know where it's going yet. So,
but we'll let you know when we make it there.
There will be interviews at some point, live episodes where we're talking to people. So keep an eye out for that. We're gonna keep the introduction as short as possible. So I want to get into the card blessings. Then we'll talk about what we're doing. The 2 readings in one is going to be for the month of June. And for the June, oh my God, I'm being redundant. The June 3rd, early. So it's the first lunation of the month. So we're going to be combining those 2 readings together.
We'll be pulling a total of 3 cards instead of 2 per sign.
This moon will be in Gemini. And both of us have Gemini in our charts pretty dominant. And for fun, after we're done pulling cards and everything, that's where we're going to probably have most of our chit chat, and like kind of where we sometimes shove some gossip there at the end. If you watch, you know. If you're loyal, you know. And we love you. So keep an eye out on that. So what we're going to do is ask everybody to bring their energy into this and kind of bring their ancestors, their guides, their preferred deities. I'm sure everybody's got their religions, and it doesn't really matter who you pick. Just volunteer your energy, and we ask that the spirit of love and light and truth and benevolent darkness guide our words, so that we express both sides, light and dark, so in balance, so that our messages have integrity and that our egos get removed, so that we are delivering the messages as they should be, and that we receive the right messages at the right time for the people that are listening at the very moment they need to hear it. And that we can get through this and not be too silly, but silly's fun. But also, I like getting to the perfect level of depth and not being too surfacey. So let's get that nice, sweet middle spot, Spirit, and get that messages in, and hopefully that's it. So
we always pull a oracle card for every video we do dealing with the moon for the overall energy of just the collective and the moon. So we got number 10 from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild, and it is releasing allegiances. It is time to hold on to yourself and let go of another, even if it's just for a time. You have gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. So that's just the first little paragraph, just to give you guys a little bit of taste of what to expect throughout this reading, because that's fairly a good overall tone.
We are in Gemini season, and the word communication is going to be coming up a lot.
Yes.
I have a feeling, well, I'm not going to project, but we'll see how the cards speak for themselves. This new moon is since it's in Gemini. Gemini energy is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury's all about communication, technology, anything that has to do with the thought process. It's the monkey mind too, that just the chatterbox. So there's going, and it's duality itself. So there's anything could happen like right now during this reading. So be flexible. It's mutable. So let's get funky. And Gemini's also kind of savage, so we're not gonna hold back at all. That sage just got in my lungs pretty bad, so I'm coughing a lot. Accidentally just took a giant hit of sage.
All right.
Which is a Gemini thing. The lungs, it rules the lungs.
Hey, that's funny. All right, so Katie's going to start Aries, and she will also end Aries with the moon card.
Yeah, that's
start
right.
it, well, and you'll be the one to end it.
So if you've watched our readings for these combined readings before, what we usually do is we pull, one card a piece for each sign. But when we do these combined ones, we add another one on the end, and the first person who has the alternating, like the beginning card, is the one who does the ending card.
Which is for the moon.
Yes. Indicative of what's going on for the moon.
So yeah, she's gonna kick us off. So
it ends up being kind of better for you guys because it's a full 3-card reading, kind of like a full mini reading, and you get a taste of what it's like if you know your sun, moon, rising sign. My cards are being so crazy right now. They won't sit, like they're going all over the place. If you know your sun, moon, rising sign and your Venus, go ahead and watch all of them. They'll be time stamped. It gives you an exact, like a better, deep, more in-depth idea of what it's like to work with us. So if you ever want to book a reading, I'm working on a lot of the details on my Instagram and website and Facebook. I don't have a website yet, but I'm working on a lot of things right now to make sure that we're a lot more professional looking. Anyway, so let's get to this Aries shit. I always get so nervous because I am an Aries. If you're new, now you know. I'm an Aries and she's a Taurus. But between us, we're both double air. I'm double Gemini in my moon and rising, and she is double Libra. So the talking is endless.
All right, Aries.
We have the 10 of Pentacles.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of cool because the card that we pulled for the moon is also a 10. So we have like a conclusion. It's not an ending because it's post-ending. An ending is like something that it's like the close of a movie, the curtains close and then there's stuff that happens after that we don't know the plot of. But this is indicating that conclusion is going to be secure. And it's got family involved. This is a family card. This has to do with seeds being planted and what's to come being brewing. So there is probably an advisor in your life that is a senior. They're senior to you, or somebody that is a mentor, maybe, that is bringing you maybe this could be like business investor or somebody that's giving you advice or consulting with you and making you feel really secure and doing good for you in your life. Let's see what the other card is.
And your second card is another 10. The 10 of Wands. So I interpret the 10 of Wands as like having your hands full. It could be not the easiest, but it's also not the worst. He's busy. He has his hands full. There's a lot to get done. You can look at each one of these wands right here as a different task to get done if you're looking at it in a metaphorical way. All right. So with these two cards put together, I really say that the 10 of Pentacles, it is a handful to be able to have everything you want. But at the same time, it's really rewarding.
I'm going to keep shuffling here, but when I see those two tens together, I feel a sense of being overcommitted. Like having a lot on your plate, like, but it's in a good way. And that resonates with me a lot. Like, um, I've been doing a lot of stuff off the scenes for my, the angel that says fuck and that fucking angel. Little tiny tweaks here and there, and doing marketing stuff and getting a better understanding of how things work. So in that way I understand having a lot of little plates to keep spinning, like at the circus, and you're just like so let's see what the moon has in store for Aries to give it kind of a cohesive one card. Okay. Wow. So you're really the master of this. This is the card of Mercury himself, I believe.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
This is having all the tools you need. There's all the elements on that table. There's communication, there's the passion, there's the emotions, and there's the resources to get done what needs to be done. This is the bright ideas to do it coming from source, and this is the fertility of what you're planting coming to fruition. So that those tens are very much your work that you're doing right now is increasing in satisfaction and rewarding to you, and it's also feeding itself in creativity. It's like a fire that's bigger and bigger in a way, because it has a lot of momentum behind it, and you're pulling a lot of weight, whether you're aware of it or not. It's something that the people around you can't miss. It's the Magician card. This is a major charisma. This is almost like people looking at you like, how the fuck can she pull this off, or he pull this off, or this is just magic in itself. So people are just mystified by the power that they see you coming up with right now, and it's not just a conclusion, but like a planting. Like I said, the seeds are they're there, and you're the one that has both hands on the wheel here.
Jesus, take the wheel. I don't know why that popped in my head.
I mean, if your name's Jesus or Jesus, that's what's up, I guess. I guess that ends it.
Have faith.
Things are pretty awesome for Aries energy. I like that a lot.
Good start to the reading.
It's like thundering, and then like, what's up? I got this shit.
Alright, Taurus. Let's see. Got the Queen of Swords for Taurus. This is the bitch card. And as a Taurus myself,
you know what?
It's possible.
This is also the card that knows the damn well what she wants, and she's not gonna take anything less. So does that make you a bitch, or does that make you assertive?
I like saying assertive better.
You know,
she is very assertive.
She might not be the easiest character in the whole tarot deck, but who wants easy when you're intelligent?
And the kid's laying at the door, like poking his paws in, trying to listen.
Her cat is really sad because
he can't come.
We have the door shut.
He's like listening at I see his ear at the door.
This is actually becoming better at knowing what you want and cutting ties with things that don't matter. This is refining your sense of what you want and what you don't want. This is being really good at business.
I love how you just pulled that card. Like
yeah, it's really good. This is getting technically perfect. This is getting honed in on your that bitchness, like your managerial. This is how your sovereignty is coming together for you.
You know, she doesn't have to be a bitch. She could be a bad bitch.
It's all the same, right? It depends on who's looking. So that's what's up. This is a really good energy for this month. I think it's very like Tauran, like it's plotting. It's not necessarily fast success, but you don't want anything that's too easy. You really don't.
All right, Taurus. In regards to the Gemini new moon. Oh, you got the sun.
That's dope.
There's
There's nothing nicer than like majors coming out for the new moon right now. So you got to know these first two signs. This is going to be like huge energy for us, all of us.
With, you know, obviously we got the sunflowers, and then the baby. That's like newness and
like excitement,
which I feel like is so perfect for Taurus.
Joy.
I'm so excited.
Satisfaction, constancy, things you can count on.
The sun, if you look at it in like a physical way, the sun is required for everything on this planet. The sun is the core.
It's fullness.
And without the sun, you can't do everything. The sun ideally is everything in this universe.
What do we revolve around? Like it is the center. So this is like feeling good, feeling centered, feeling bright, feeling smart, feeling dope, feeling happy, having things come into alignment. This is blissful. Fire. It's also a fertility card, so it could literally mean like children, but it also could be like
perhaps you're a Taurus starting a new business. You know?
That's like there was that. So if you want to combine it with that June bit, like it probably has a little flavor of business in it. So is there advice? Trust.
I feel like Taurus is fairly gonna be feeling very sturdy and flowing within this Mercury energy, and it obviously it's not home, but it's gonna feel kind of like home, and you're gonna feel comfortable in this energy.
If you're not comfortable, it's gonna foster that Queen of Swords in a good way, where it's gonna give it a lot of like that word momentum. So that's good. Gemini time. This is your season. There's going to be on this new moon, we're going to have the sun, the moon, and I believe Venus. I was just pulling a bunch of charts. I believe they're all going to be in Gemini. Or no, it was Mercury. My bad. Sun, moon, Mercury, all in Gemini. That's a lot of Gemini-ness. That's like three sets of twins.
That would almost be like a Gemini sun, moon, and rising. If you kind of think about it like that, in a way. Like, that's...
It's just power.
That's a lot of Gemini.
So, we're focused. And this new moon is happening at 15... I'm sorry. Was it 15 degrees? Or was it 20?
No, the 20 was when we were looking at my Chiron.
Oh God, here I am trying to do this without looking at the chart.
Yeah, no.
We'll just focus on the cards.
On that at the
we'll
end.
Focus on the cards. This is the Gemini shit though. I like it's easy to skip around, right? So this is the Six of Pentacles. There's a lot less swords in these readings than I'm expected. This is about being balanced with your energy. It's things that giving, taking, favors, money, physical energy, health. You want to make sure that these things are being distributed evenly between people and that nobody's feeling like they're on their knees to get anything. You don't want to be beholding to people, and you don't want to be requiring people to be beholding to you at all. It's just not what's going on this season. equality. There's a scale in his hands. It's a focus of making sure that things remain um, even.
Well, you spoke a little too soon about the swords.
Okay. Yeah.
Because here's the Seven of Swords.
Here's your sword.
The Seven of Swords is he looks like a bit of a trickster, a bit of just a punk. Thinking
He's a know-it-all.
Yeah, he's a know-it-all, or like he reminds me of like a pickpocketer as well too. Like he just went in, like you see the carnival in the back, like it's almost like he stole those swords. I feel like
it's not a coat check for swords, and he's not doing anybody a service. He's trying to get away with shit.
Yeah, he looks like he just like robbed a bank, and
he's manipulating on how to get the more out of people. There's somebody here trying to gain leverage in a way that's outside of what people, the normal, maybe I want to say. It's like coloring outside of the lines in a malicious kind of way, in a way. I like.
Did you already say bulldozing?
No, but it's bulldozing. Like having somebody has their interest, their singular interest in mind, and they're wanting to bend people to their will. And I'm not saying it's you. I'm saying it could be around you, it could be you, it could be an ex, I don't know. But there is an unhealthy energy this month of subterfuge, and I wouldn't really trust. No, here's what I want to say. That's not what I want to say. I want to say trust your gut when it comes to finding out where the equality lies. Where's the integrity? Look for the integrity in things, because it can be hard for a Gemini to focus on facts alone, especially if they're feeling like something's amiss. If something's Gemini's not as good at finding equality as Libra would be. We kind of stumble upon an equality. So it's like we got to be a little bit more honed in on that, for sure. Weird.
That was
weird.
Pretty much everything.
Fucking weird.
Let's see what you pull for the moon, Gemini.
Trixie moons. Trixie suns. Why am I talking like Gollum? Dude, I don't know. Maybe that's like that funky Seven of Swords energy, like Gollum-like. Oh my god. Swords, okay? So I did speak too soon for sure. Somebody, again, like, this is maybe a collaboration gone bad. This is not cooperating, having a difference of ideas. And it's like somebody's really self-righteous about it.
I'm picking up on, like, the idea of, like, somebody was trusted and they're not
legit.
Yeah.
Somebody's I feel like somebody stole a business idea and taking credit for it. And that might be brewing this new moon, like it's coming to light, because this is a dark moon, so this is something that could be hidden, and it's coming to light this month. So that's really wild, and be careful about anybody who's in your pocketbook, attached to your bank accounts,
who you loan money
to. That's a big deal.
Because even if you have proof in text, they might still even try to argue with you and tell you, oh, I never said that.
Because of the Six of Pentacles, it's like, what's it worth to you? Is it worth fighting over? These two swords cards are confrontational and non-confrontational. This is like, are you gonna go after that son of a bitch that tried to get away with it?
Or is it just
like, or is it just something that maybe is that gonna put you on your knees? Don't be on your knees. That's not what we don't want to do that. So be careful about where the leverage is at, and where the integrity is for sure. Like it's fucking communications could be very tricky.
Wow.
For Gemini especially. Like I already feel like Gemini is my 12th house, and it's a little bit 12th housey in my Taurus house too. It's like shared, and I have a really hard time when it comes to communicating and not understanding people's intentions sometimes. So I can kind of really empathize with this one, and like being taken because you're gullible sometimes happens. So let's be careful. Where's the inequality? Where's the equality? What's going on? So ready for Cancer.
All right, Cancer. Let's see. I'll pull for you. 9 of Cups. So for Cancer and the 9 of Cups, isn't this technically like the Make-A-Wish card?
One of them.
Yeah. All right. So this is
wish fulfillment.
Like, yeah, wish fulfillment, and he's getting what he wants. He looks very fulfilled. He looks pleased. It's like almost being served everything you want on a silver platter.
That was one of the cards I think I pulled for myself today, but it was a different deck.
Yeah.
Something about that card, the 9 of Cups. The 9s tend to be like solo cards. It echoes from the Hermit. So we have somebody who's feeling himself or themselves, and they feel like their cups are full. They're feeling really good about it, but they don't have somebody to share it with. So there's one thing missing. Does that make sense? Let me know.
Absolutely. I think that makes sense.
Cancer. Okay. I had this actually come out like this.
Okay.
But I wanted you to see the card. This is a... You got nobody to share this with, and it's because of you. Somebody's feeling like that. And
you want to share it with someone, but at the same time, you don't want to have to share.
You're hesitant and a little bit selfish. It's something like, and it's like, oh, fuck. You like showing it off. But you don't really want to be, like, giving about it.
It's like having a nice car, but you don't want to drive it because it's nice.
And I say you, whereas I've been really general in saying what the energy's about, okay? In other readings.
She's just referring to whoever it's directed
yes,
at.
I do mean the royal you, but I also feel like it's a perception thing with somebody that's watching this.
Yes.
It's a point of view. Whether it's personal or not. So this could be something that somebody's telling you. You. Could be something you're thinking about yourself. So I don't know. That's the words that are coming to me. So, anyway, you need to pull the other card. But this is really weird. Like, it's not very flowy. This is not a two-way street. But you feel good about it in a weird way?
Let's see how the Gemini moon's going to affect Cancer. Alright, so the 3 of Cups. This is definitely a time to communicate and be sharing and share things with people and have fun. And this moon is going to make you want to socialize.
You're going to be kind of forced to open up.
Yes, absolutely. So you're either going to be miserable or you're going to need to open up so you can have some fun and enjoy yourself and enjoy the company of others.
Life's too short to be closed off.
Absolutely. You don't want, it is fine to go back into your shell every now and then, but you can't live there forever.
And if you're overindulging, Cancer, I'm looking at you. Are you overindulging?
That could also be affecting.
Be careful. Okay.
Leo.
I just cut the deck and had the Leo card pop up.
Oh, Leo.
We have a 10 for you.
That's a bright card, just like Leo.
Bright and colorful. There's not that many cards that have like a rainbow on it in the deck, that's for sure. That's a happy situation.
Happy family, happy life.
But it's also like a conclusion card. So this is like...
I imagine that as like a family that's on vacation and they're just enjoying life. Like, we made it.
They're in the middle of their vacation. They're like 3 days in and they have like...
full bliss mode.
They have a few more days left and they're not thinking about leaving yet. They're in the middle of it. This is... they're in the moment. And the moment is good. The conclusion that they're having is something that they've emotionally strived to get. So they have worked hard to get to this place of where they feel like they can start something else too. Like they feel stable emotionally enough to begin something else as well. It's interesting.
All right, Leo, I got the Knight of Swords for you. So when it comes to the Knight, this is quick, fast moving. Swords are, it can sometimes be sharp words. But
it's like fast and slow. This is weird. I'm thinking about it. Fast and slow.
It's really, I feel like this card is indicating that for Leo, you can really be the damper on your own light sometimes. All right?
You don't need to rush.
No, you don't need to rush. You need to slow down and enjoy, because one wrong move, you could end up having to pack up and leave because it's like, I'm just...
unstable.
It's like going on vacation, doing something stupid, and then your whole family having to go home. Like, that's what I keep imagining. Like, you made a stupid move,
like maybe you were in a rush and broke your ankle.
Right, something stupid, and it ruins the entire trip for your family. It's completely avoidable.
Okay, there's a message involved too, because it's a night. There's the pages and nights all carry news of some kind. Fast. There's something coming, and
Or maybe you'll get sudden news while you're on a trip.
or something that makes you feel, some news that makes you feel good, but rushing is a problem. And I do get the idea that it's very good to be careful not to take it too fast. Because that warning she just said, like, there's something to that. So this is strange. You want harmony. So when it comes to perhaps that night energy that's too fast has something to say, and he's trying to spoil their good time.
But see what the moon has to say.
Yeah.
It's really kind of tying everything together, it seems like. Very odd. Okay.
So.
Okay.
You're going to be fine. Like, this moon has another. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is another 10. Aries got 2 10s too. So fire energy is getting hit with a double. Like, this is a seed, and I feel like there's something that's going to be planted, a message, something that is coming to point in this month. Like, it's got to do with family. There's
you said
two
family.
sets of family.
You said family, and right as you said family, I was thinking a baby. So, with her pulling the previous card and then that quick, sharp news, that's almost like, you know, finding out about a pregnancy. Like, holy cow, that's scary, but that's also super amazing. And look, it's bringing a family together. There's everything here.
I like it. Because that night is fast.
And you know, a baby's not bad news. It's exciting, and sometimes it's a huge surprise, and it can be out of nowhere.
Perhaps somebody who's watching this that has a son who just is coming home to say, like, yo, I got somebody pregnant.
You know, but it doesn't have to be literal, like, you know.
It's just a maybe. Like, there's something in metaphor that is it growing. It's coming to a message that's coming to the surface. It's fast, and it's going to be good though. But it's like a little bit pushy and overwhelming, but it's full, and it feels fulfilling. It's going to take up a lot of physical space, emotional energy, but it's not something that won't be worth it. So, interesting, Leo. Weird.
Damn. All right, Virgo.
That was we're getting along all of a sudden. Like, these always wind up long.
They always end up really good, though.
Oh, well, we're always good.
All right, Virgo.
Really?
What?
That's the Okay, Virgo is ruled by Mercury as well, and that's the Mercury card. So I'm like, wow, that's and Gemini got it. So that's cool, I think.
He is a master manifester. He knows how to use all of his tools in the right precision to get exactly what he wants. Like she was saying earlier, you know, this is basically the light, this is source up here, the vines, with the flowers, that's like fertility.
Oh, whoa. I just bent one of my cards. That's never happened.
So this is an awesome, awesome, awesome card, especially for Virgo. Like she said, Mercury's your ruler.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what's holding you back from manifesting? Is you overthinking. The wrong thoughts.
Absolutely.
No,
No. I actually said words.
Thing going.
I said words that time. It was absolutely. No, because as soon as she pulled the same card, those were my exact same thoughts. You are being your own worst enemy, but you're also your own best friend at the same time.
You know you're better than your darkest thoughts. Cut your shit, get it together. This is going to be a short one. Let's get to the moon. That's all you need. Come on, get out of your own fucking way and don't be ridiculous. Virgo.
All right, this is the 8 of Cups.
That's what I'm saying. Walk away from those stupid fucking thoughts and feelings that don't serve you anymore.
Exactly.
Leave your darkness in
the dark.
Over there.
Okay. You're your only person in your own way.
Like,
organize your thoughts. Slow down.
Get your shit together.
I was about to say, figure out what you want to do. So
put it in a backpack.
And take it to the shit
store.
Take
it to the shit store.
Sell it.
We love you, Virgo. We know, if you watch us, you have a very special place in our hearts.
And we say this every time.
Both people that have, that I work for right now, and you have more bosses than that, but both people that I work for are Virgos, and you work for the same people. So we love Virgos. You guys get it together when you get it together, and you are on top of it. You're lovely human beings. Come on. Come on. Don't get in your way. There's 2 8s right there. The Justice card is 8. Get the fucking shit together. Wait, is that... Wait, Justice, or is that the Strength card?
I pulled a magician.
No, I know, but
Oh.
we're talking about 8s.
I don't know.
I get it mixed up because the Thoth deck has it rearranged, but you know what I'm fucking saying.
Alright, Libra.
We're getting feisty. Virgo, in the middle of the reading, always gets this, like, peak.
Yeah, we're always like, we're halfway through. That's why.
What's this month for you?
This month will be awesome for Libra.
Pulls the death card. Who says death can't be awesome? This is like
me, because I'm an 8th house sun.
Well, yeah. What? You don't make the rules. Death is awesome. We like renewal. We don't like to have the same stagnant shit. So, Libra, the choice is being made for you. You guys can't make up your own mind half the time. Something major is ending to begin something else, and it's got to do with tradition. Something that isn't, it's like a repetitive thing is dying. There's like a cleric on the ground, like he's getting stomped on by death, and then there's people screaming and a baby crying. It's kind of scary looking, but it's nothing that you won't. It's like, this is like rules that hold you back, things that a new thing can come through on.
I got the 7 of Swords again in this video, and this is like, he's a straight up douche.
You're like, Libra's gonna be awesome this month. This is scary shit, actually. I don't like the combination.
He's
it's not gonna feel good.
One of those fucked up gangsters who,
like a loan shark.
Yes, absolutely.
Or,
you know, he's got the circus in the background.
Racketeer.
He thinks he's pulling fast ones. There's a group of people back here fighting, and there's a good chance he ended up making all them fight.
Instigator.
And then walked away.
Like he started a riot and took their weapons.
So, I'm kind of getting the feeling that things can get a little bit out of hand, and if you're not careful on how you handle things, Libra, it can cause a death in an aspect, and it might not be. I don't think it'll be horrible.
I feel like the aspect of death is inevitable.
Yeah, but I'm saying it might not be horrible, but you might not be happy at the same time.
You're not happy right now. You're not happy this month. Probably, more than likely, unless you're the muchacho thinking you're getting away with it. I don't know why I said that. Okay, let's see the moon.
Muchacho.
How's this Gemini moon gonna be for Libra?
Awesome.
That's when you said that everybody died.
Everybody strap on your seatbelts.
No, it's actually going to be awesome.
You're going to go on a sexy ride.
You might. I had an interesting dream about this card recently, and it's like, there was nothing that I could really, like, say. It wasn't like a cause-effect dream. It was just, I came upon the King of Wands in, like, an empty field or something. It was, like, the only thing I could see. And this banner was more like a halo that was around the throne, and these silhouetted, they're like griffins or lions and lizards were actually projected out in in the halo. It was like the Batman signal, but there was the banner, with the gold halo was gold and then black, and there was like, it was just kind of swirling, and the dude was sitting there just like that, but I was looking at him front faced, like head on.
Pretty mesmerized.
It was really vivid. That's all.
Like,
it was just, I saw it in great detail.
Yeah.
So I can describe it, but I don't know why I had that dream. But I wrote it down. and I remember it. So, that I don't know
Right.
what is that. What does that do for you? Maybe it means something. Let me know.
What did that do
Gemini
Alright.
season, baby.
Scorpio.
Wait, we didn't even do the interpretation yet. For the, like, the sweet.
Never mind.
I just told him my dream. Such Gemini crap. I'm so sorry, Libra.
Alright, so
Okay.
the King of Wands means
He's like impassioned, like this. He's secure in knowing how
he's
to.
BDE.
He BDE. He's got that shit. He's the man with the bag, and he knows it, and he's got the ideas to.
Big donkey energy.
Oh, come on now. This is bad enough. We're already off the rails. This is not fair to Libra. I know, I started it. He's just, I don't know, this moon is probably gonna give you a lot of confidence.
Yes, he's a very confident man. He's the man with the bag.
You know something, and you are sitting well with it. And what that does for your death experience, I really hope that's like, I don't know how to sew this all together.
You're gonna die and come back better than ever.
But that's the moon. It have the better part happens before the whole month. So this is like a process of maybe the moon begins your process towards sovereignty, and that's what's dying is the things that's holding you back, perhaps. Oh my God, we got through that. It was so bumpy. I'm so sorry, Libra.
All right, Scorpio.
Not sorry.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Okay.
It's Scorpio, you know? I thought you were going to go with, like, the Lil' Kim song.
Oh. That would have been good. But hey, you can't make a wish, because this is the Make-A-Wish card. Pretty much, he's getting everything he wants.
He's feeling good, but he's alone.
He is alone.
Just cut the deck and saw that. Interesting. So that's definitely confirmation energy. That's something.
You have what you want, but
are you satisfied?
You need that one last cup.
Let's see what. Oh, and you're stressing over that cup. This is.
It's causing you to stay up at night.
That's the Nine of Swords. So we have 2 nines. And the 9s echo the Hermit energy. So. We hit our goofy stage.
I think this happens to be the lack of sleep.
We're rum dummy right now from not sleeping and working hard. Why did you put it in your mouth? He's stressing about that one cup. He's like, he wants to feel fulfilled. He's wishing to feel fulfilled and happy, but he's stressing that it won't last.
Or he'll never get that last
Or
cup,
there's something that, like, maybe they're worried that they don't deserve it, and they're struggling. They're holding 2 dominant vibrations that are canceling each other out.
By being in the worry vibration, you're just going to stay in worry vibration.
So whatever you can do, you need to think about the positive shit right now. Everything this month is going to be hinging on a 50-50 good or bad, and you need to concentrate on the positive shit as much as possible and literally ignore the things that you can't solve right now.
Because the moon in Gemini for you, Scorpio, is going to have the Knight of Pentacles energy. And that could be, you know, an inheritance out of nowhere. That could be somebody paying you back randomly. That could be a come up, you came across a really good deal. The Knights are fast. Pentacles are money.
The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight, though.
Whoa.
He is the slowest knight of them all. But it is, like, steady. So that's really good when it comes to manifesting. This is a message of maybe something that is forthcoming. So there's business or finances, like implied.
You hear that plane going over? That can be like a random plane drop.
Is that your like private jet?
Yeah.
It didn't sound that big, but I'm just spitballing.
Hey, you might come up on a private jet. I don't know.
Scorpio, something's building for you this moon. I don't get a solid sense on whether it's business or what. Like, it's just, maybe it's a combined, because
I'm getting it's kind of an overall. It's not exactly just business. It's not exactly just personal.
if you can focus on things anything that's building, and not focus on anything that you're worried about. Focus on things that are gaining. Focus on good momentum. You don't want to think about lack. If you're struggling with lack consciousness because of the Nine of Swords, be careful with that mindset. Just avoid it. You'll block anything that's coming for you.
Huh. Very interesting. Right. Sag.
Sag, what's up for the month of June? So,
Crossroads.
This is like a being of two minds. You're divided about something. You don't really see what the third option could be, but you're hoping that there is one. When this moon comes to, I can't wait to see what that card is, because the new moon, when it's coming to light, is right there. So there's something about that time. The darkness of this moon is going to be important for you. But this month, in general, it is a crossroads. You're divided. You go ahead.
Wheel of Fortune. So when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, this is anything is possible. Anything can happen. Everything is available here. You have all the elements. So it's possible for anything to happen. And I have a feeling that you're concentrating so much on a crossroads and you're not really looking at the whole picture and realizing you have an enormous amount of options in your life, and you're really just causing yourself pain.
I just told the Sag today that she wasn't seeing herself correctly because her perception was unclear about herself, and she hasn't been looking at how far she's come.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And she's been worried that she's not doing enough. So maybe this is like a confirmation to most Sages that progression is happening, and you decide if that's up or down.
Absolutely. Yes.
It's up to you if you're going up or down. It's that simple. What do you want? That's really easy. Let's see about this moon. Your thumbs ever get sore from shuffling?
My hands are small, so honestly, it's
easier for you
to shuffle like that. So most of the time, you'll just see me doing this because it's easier because my hands are small.
I'm like twice the size of her, almost. Maybe not twice, but I'm like 2 feet
like
taller.
A third taller than me.
Like, I'm always helping her reach for stuff. That's okay. I'm used to that for most people. So this is your moon card, Sag. You have the 8 of Wands, and you're just defensive. You're guarding your position on perhaps your resistance.
I was about to say resistance.
You don't need to be guarding your resistance. You need to be guarding your abundance. You need to be guarding your right to allow your growth. And your perception is that you will lose the ground you're standing on unless you buck and struggle.
You're gonna lose the ground you're standing on.
The more you buck and struggle.
No, well, yeah, but you're gonna lose the ground you're struggling on if you don't ground yourself.
You're okay.
Like,
you just need to realize that. Like, it's okay. Everybody gets fucked up.
Slow down. Stop. Breathe. If you have to.
Get in that kickboxing class.
Right.
Or
meditate.
Or some sort of martial art that helps you with your breath.
Yes.
I told that to a Sag too. I love her. Like, so this is a big deal for you guys. Your intelligence level, your knowing is way too high to be doing this shit. You need to see, you think this is the bigger picture, but you're not looking at it the way you should. Mm-hmm. Be careful.
Nice. All right, Capricorn. Well, that one just flipped out, so I guess that's it. This is the Two of Wands. The song, like, you got the whole world in my hands, or whatever it says. Like, this.
She didn't go to church. Don't worry about it.
That's the way he's got the whole. Literally, he's got the whole world in his hands. He's confident.
His ideas.
Yes, like it's just.
He's the Two of Wands, the two of anything is branching off of the Ace.
If he was a man, like if he was like obviously he's a man in this card, but if I had to put a zodiac sign on him, he would be a Virgo.
Really? Yeah. It's an Aries card.
But in my eyes,
interesting.
He's Virgo
because he's a planner and sees far.
Yes, and it's just like
That's not really a fire sign trait, is it?
Like,
we don't plan well or see very far.
But it's like the world is basically Earth in a way, and he's got Earth in his hands,
and he's got mutability to him because there's two.
Yes,
I like it. Interesting way of looking at it.
Like, if I was attracted to any, like, one card in the deck, this is him. I want this guy.
He's got a future, that guy. And he's smart, and he's exciting, yeah.
Like, he's standing on the balcony of his palace.
He's got potential. He's got all the rest of the suit of the wands to burn through. The two is also echoing the High Priestess, so he's wise. So I can see why you'd like him.
And Virgo is an earth sign, Capricorn's an earth sign, so they technically kind of go hand in hand. My ex-boyfriend was a Capricorn. I do like earth signs.
Oh, that's interesting. There's been a lot of major arcana as the second card for the month.
Yeah, the second in the moon card.
And it just seems to be like this is a really crazy energy this month and for this moon. This is a wake-up call energy. This is a coming to awareness of potential, I think, because of the card combination. This is telling a story of coming, like, starting from the bottom, and now we're here.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah.
We listen to a lot of trap sometimes when we're clean.
Rap and a little bit of everything. So, yeah. No, I feel like...
This is, like, there's people... Spirit is watching over you and assisting your growth and guiding you. And you're listening. You're in receptive mode. So
it's like I made it. Like,
and there's more to come. There's perhaps this could feel scary, like a tickle in your tummy, like you're on the precipice, watching something about to develop. That's cool.
awesome. Let's see what the moon says for you. Nine of Swords. All right.
What are you worried about this moon? You're just thinking too much? You have a lot coming in for you. Is that why you're is that the tummy tickle we were just talking about?
Well,
But you can't have a tummy tickle unless you're worried about like safety a little bit.
oh yeah, and especially with this moon being in Mercury, Mercury's going to be sparking a lot of ideas. It's a little bit of anxiety. So there you could be a little bit nervous. This could be,
The what ifs are getting to you.
Remember as a little kid when you were so excited you were going somewhere new, the next day you couldn't sleep at night?
Like Christmas or Disneyland?
Yes. That's this.
You're jittery.
It's keeping you up at night, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing.
No.
But you are losing sleep over it.
Don't think about anything that could go wrong. You'd create more momentum in that arena.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
as long as you can keep yourself in the right frame of mind, you're gonna succeed.
Capricorns are getting leaned on extra heavy because of Saturn and Pluto. So there's the lack of sleep does not shock me at all. Cancers, complaining about the same because they're opposing to Capricorn. So I get it.
I'm thirsty. I'm craving a fountain drink from somewhere. It's just something like super refreshing and cold. I'm craving.
We'll have to take care of it, I guess. That sounds pretty good. Anyway, like, I guess maybe Aquarius, the water bear?
Yeah.
Super cold energy, maybe, perhaps? I don't know. When something's wet and it's breezy, it gets kind of cold. Like at the beach.
That's too funny.
Alright. I get Aquarius, right?
Yeah.
I'm
trying to write this down, but it's like weird looking.
No fucking way, Aquarius. You got the Aquarius card. Well manifested. Okay, this is the other wish come true card, but this is even on a higher level. So Gemini season's in a sextile, I think. Wait, no. Gemini would be trying you. So it would be trying Aquarius because it's all air. That is a stable harmony. It's going to give you
stability.
Not just stability, but electricity. It's going to give you power towards your what you're manifesting. But you got to be really careful what your thoughts are. Make sure you're wishing and hoping and believing in the right direction.
Page of Cups. So this is almost like he tends to be like love, like a little love letter kind of like type of dude.
Poetic.
Yeah.
Dreamy, imaginative, musician,
artist.
So if you're wanting to partake in the arts or feeling extra creative, or you're needing to express yourself in a more, because Aquarius isn't that good at expressing yourself. It could be your heart's desire to communicate better in a more feeling way because the people around you aren't, I don't know, I'm getting the idea that like aren't used to it and you want to surprise them.
Well, here's the perfect example. My dad's an Aquarius, and he'll tell me sometimes, he's like, I got a phone call about a job, but it was just really hard for me to explain something just because communicating's not my strong point. Like, and, know, I feel for him, like, because he's really good with his hands, he's really good with his brain, but when it comes to, like, communicating and, like, his people skills, it's a teensy bit harder. It's just not his strong point.
Maybe that's why it's a page, because it's a little bit wobbly and it's not an
Yeah.
expert. But it's groundbreaking in the fact that you God, I feel like there's something I'm blocked saying. Every time I try to center on it, I can't go there.
It reminds me of, like, new love. When, like, new love's happening, it's something that's starting to flourish. And it's a lot like that. Like, there's a good chance that when it comes to communication for Aquarius, this is going to be a big time for you where you're actually going to feel like you're in the zone for communicating. Like, you actually feel like, wow, like, I'm like, people are actually understanding me for once.
I am seriously experiencing a block, so we're gonna go with what she's saying. This is fucking weird. Like I had like,
We'll see what the moon has to say, and that might help you.
it was like it eclipsed. I could see the edges of the light of what I wanted to say, but I couldn't focus on it. It's strange. Third time this card's popped up ever in like this entire hour long reading so far. This is your moon energy. This is a seed being planted and coming to fruition, and also a conclusion. This is a setup for harmony. There could be somebody, like an elder, that is a little bit heavy on the advice. It's a little bit chaotic, but
this full moon, I mean, this new moon could be putting you into the spot of that elder, you know, and you're actually feeling like you're being able to give
maybe
advice. You're being that old soul for everyone finally, because it's able to finally come out in the
maybe your
word.
community, because that's a big thing for Aquarius, is something that you've wanted to establish and give more to. Your near and dear needs more of you, and you're wishing to fulfill that, and you're trying to express yourself and bring it to fullness, if that makes sense. Like ground it so it grows. Something to do with that. It's the people around you. Weird. I wish I had more words right now. I just don't know what's up. Why I'm stammering.
All right, Pisces. For your month of June. That's the card I want. Alright, Pisces. So I got the 4 cups for you. This can be a card of ungratefulness. It can be of just neglecting what you like, the greatness that's in front of you, to concentrate on the lack of what you don't have.
I heard the peace dealer in Aquarius Roberts this week talk about the 4 of Cups like the hangover card, because the 3 of Cups can be like overindulgence. And you look at that guy and he's like, he's staring at his cups. I can't take anymore. I don't want that shit. Why are you handing me one more cup full? I can't drink no more. It looks like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In a way, it does. I love that. And oh God, I got something in my eye. Probably like my lash. I don't know. I just kind of looked like that card, didn't I? It's the 9 of Swords. So you have something that's been on your mind that you're a little bit, it's like resistant to, so like letting go.
This is definitely a resistance.
It's
card.
almost like you're replaying it, even though it's over, and it's like you're not looking at the things that are good for you coming in. It's like you're had enough of this, but you can't let it go either. So whatever this month is going on that you need to focus on differently, to not feel like you're taking things for granted, or to have a richer experience in general, just try to let your mind do something differently, think different thoughts. It sounds like I'm being shallow about that, but your thoughts and your emotions are basically the same thing if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, but you're feeling stifled, and like both of these are alone. I don't know, dude. Like, stop beating yourself up over something that's over. If it's over, let it be over.
Let's see what the moon has for Pisces. June, new moon, Gemini.
I feel kind of sick. Like, whatever is causing that grief and is causing that cycle is unjust in a way that makes me feel sick. So I don't know why that is, but you can't solve it by thinking about it.
Well, Pisces, you got the Two of Cups for your
this moon.
This moon. So this is a card of union. This is a card of almost
equal exchange.
Like, yeah, or mirroring. You got the masculine, the feminine. Feminine.
We're hungry over here.
You got the masculine and the famine. Okay. Considering the word famine came out, maybe you are feeling like
you're starved for love and you're replaying that shit over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah. Come on, the word famine came out.
Like, why are you feeling like you... Okay, well, I mean, you obviously have it on your plate. Like, it's something that can be. It's not something that you can't attain because it wouldn't have shown up for this moon.
No.
So this is maybe a heart-centered type of communication that needs to happen this moon.
Absolutely.
This is actually not resisting.
This can open up communication to be able to achieve
vulnerability.
Yeah.
Don't resist vulnerability.
Absolutely.
That Nine of Swords energy that's happening this month is not really going to be something you want to keep picking up. You want to let it go and open up again.
It'll cause an emotional famine.
If you can open up in the next 2 days, you're going to be good. You
got 48 hours. Go.
Let's hope this uploads quickly.
Oh, alright, you got like 26 hours by now. Who knows?
Pisces, you good?
We're goofballs.
Oh, God.
Okay. So we finally made it to the end of the readings, and as hopefully y'all know, if you watch us regularly, we get back to our oracle card that is for the overall moon energy, and it was the number 10, releasing allegiances. It is time to hold on to yourself and let go of another, even if it was just for a time. You have gained all that was meant to be from that connection, at least for now. You have given and you have received. The need to let go does not deny the value of what has been acquired. It is more that the time has come for greater productivity, creativity, abundance, and consciousness in your life. You have completed many cycles in the vibrational frequency of consciousness that you are now being asked to release. You have been in that vibrational frequency for some time now. You have earned the right to step out of that frequency, out of the habits, relationships, and the possibilities that are limited to the outmoded frequency. It is now time to expand into higher frequencies of experience that will bring enhanced love, empowerment, and peace into your life. You will take the wisdom of what you have learned with you into something new. new connections, new relationships, new life experiences at a higher turn of the spiral of life. But first, you. Trust that you can step into solitude for a time without being consumed by loneliness. That was a big key part of this whole reading, was we were talking about loneliness.
There's a lot of solitariness, like people desiring to communicate, but not having that ability.
And this whole moon is going to be a key time to communicate. It is time to reconnect with yourself. Perhaps to have a period of outward orientation where your energy has been diverted away from the inner journey of self-discovery and creative self-expression and into the world of lists, schedules, and demands. Trust that you may need to step back momentarily, even from your healthy relationships and commitments, to refresh your spirit by reconnecting with your own nature and solitude. Perhaps you have been diving so deep into creative waters that you have lost your bearings and energetic connection to the earth, your own life, and your needs in the here and now. Either way, you need to come back to the ground of your own body. This is a time for self-love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you. It doesn't mean you can't love another. It just means you need to turn your attention inward for a time, for some quality time with you. You will emerge renewed, refreshed, and clearer about your journey and your relationships as a result of this. This oracle card is also confirmation that the work you have been doing on yourself is working for you. Your level of self-love is growing, and your ability to love consciously and healthfully is increasing as a result. Some connections in your life will mature along with you, and your regard and affection will deepen and blossom. It is revealed that other relationships are no longer relevant to your life journey. You will know which is which because you will feel it. You'll feel it most clearly when you have some time to be with yourself in reconnection. If you have been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class, or joining a group, starting a project, or setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this oracle card comes as a confirmation that these things would be supportive, healthy, and helpful for you. This oracle card also comes as particular guidance. There's a situation that has recently arisen or will arise soon where you need to back yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by the emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground and stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logically or on the surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, it is not for you at this time. Perhaps that will change and it will be right for you later. Perhaps you will step away and realize with relief that you had a lucky escape from a situation that would have ended up unnecessarily costing you. Either way, backing yourself and not giving in to the opinions of others, no matter how highly you would have been rated that opinion in the past, it is important, or in the past, it is important. It is highly likely that you are breaking with tradition, with a role model or belief system that you have outgrown. You must be there for yourself because you are doing well. You are on the right path and you are growing. Well done. Okay, so the next very last thing is the healing process. And this is the most important part of the oracle card. Lie down somewhere comfortable and relax. And if you didn't notice, I kept lying down. She was lying down.
A little bit.
So I guess I'll just lie down and read this.
Let's lie down and relax. Take a deep breath.
Lie down somewhere comfortable and relax. Say, I love my body and my body loves me. I trust my body and my body trusts me. I love wisdom and wisdom loves me. I trust wisdom and wisdom trusts me. Sense, visualize, feel, or intend that there be a beautiful emerald green light with golden sparkling flecks of energy in it. It rises up from the earth below you and bathes your body until you are floating in an ocean of emerald green light with golden sparkling flecks of energy within it. Let it fizz and wash around you, through you, right into the cells of your being. Finally, let it form a bubble of light around you, encasing you like an egg or shell. from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your feet, on either side of you, front and back. Let it be close enough that it feels protective and spacious enough that you can breathe easily. Take your time, and when you are ready, simply open up your eyes, and you have completed the healing process. Provide you follow up and have some more time for yourself, of course.
That was perfect for just about every single reading again. And that did come up again recently.
Yeah, this is the second time we pulled this card, but I'm feeling like it suited this reading. I feel better than the last one it was with.
Yeah.
Not saying it didn't resonate with that reading. I just felt like it was just that much more in tune with the reading for today.
We're losing our lighting a little bit.
We are.
But there's still more to talk about that we had planned, but we're going to try to do that fast enough. So the sun, this is the gossip portion, but we were sitting and talking about astrology before we did these. We came on to do these readings, and the fun part is about this moon and Gemini season in general right now for both of us is the sun and the moon for this new moon will be conjunct my rising sign. So I will be having a lot of energy in the direction of where like my life purpose is and the way I'm supposed to communicate, how I'm supposed to refine that, and how I subconsciously am knowing where I'm walking subconsciously towards what I'm supposed to do, but I don't really know where I'm going yet consciously. And I found that really interesting because it's hard. It's stimulating, but it's like clueless. And that's kind of how I feel lately. Like I have a little bit less clear of a understanding of where I'm going. I just know how I'm gonna get there, which is interesting. I don't have a I have an idea of a 10-year plan, but I don't have details. Okay, and that's something that's coming up from my plans and the things I do every day for the blog and everything come from in the moment, and that's very Gemini, super Gemini stuff. So that is all the stuff that's coming up for me personally. And Megan has Gemini, like a Mercury in Gemini. So what's happening for her? Let me pull up the chart. Enter day, the 3rd, 4 a.m. 3:20. She's going to be having the aspects of the sun is going to be conjunct her natal Mercury, and the moon will be conjunct her natal Mercury as well. So both are going to be conjunct my rising, and they're both going to be conjunct her Mercury. So both of us are undergoing heavy upgrades in the department of communication in different ways. Mine's more of a intuitive communication, and hers is more of a communication. This is bringing things to light for her that
I'll be in a strong point of communication on that new moon.
Yeah, and it's going to be bringing things to light about yourself and your emotional patterns and things that you need to progress.
Because trust me, this has been a interesting last week. It's been a hard last week, and it usually only gets hard when it's about to upgrade.
Always when things get real bumpy, like and it's not smooth and things are confusing. Let it go, let it happen. Try to get in the mode of that because there's always something even if it's not soon, but it usually is soon, especially when you're heading towards a new moon or something major in the sky like this. And with Capricorn being around, you're going to have a lot of doubts. Like the Capricorn transits with Saturn and Pluto are weighing heavy on a lot of people that I talk to. And they're affecting us in the way that it's causing doubts for a lot of us, and self-worth issues about like not being far enough, not feeling like you're doing good enough and not getting there fast enough. So it's just something that we're all dealing with, and it's frustrating and it feels very invalidating at times, but it's all about perception and how you look at things, because there's a lot of good stuff happening. There's just a little bit of unpredictability when it comes to the Uranus effect with Uranus and Taurus. And I know I'm too technical sometimes. I just got told this week how too technical I am by a Gemini. I don't know how to break it down smaller emotionally yet. I'm trying. What happens is Mercury represents your thoughts and your words. The moon represents your emotions. The sun represents your ego, and the rising sign is where you're going and how you identify with the world. So it's where you're about to go in the greater scheme of things. So hopefully that breaks down the stuff I just talked about really fast there.
All right, well, last thing I want to touch on is I have a little bit of announcement, and that happens to be if you're interested in cruelty-free beauty, which comes down to I just started a luxury mobile sunless and CBD spray experience. Everything is vegan, organic, natural, gluten-free, PETA certified. And so if you're in the area and you are wanting to get a perfect glow that is not damaging like the sun is, or you are an expecting mom, an athlete, just somebody that probably
aches and pains, arthritis,
elderly,
PMSy.
Yes, I will also be offering full-blown CBD treatment, and it's applied just like a spray tan. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and follow my new page on Instagram at Golden Goddess Experience. All right.
We're both fostering each other's businesses. She supports me. We support each other. I support her. So, like, when it comes to her business with spray tans, she's training me to help do spray tans too. So, if you're actually listening to this and you're wanting to be a part of this and you add her, let us know where you come from and there will be a discount for you.
Absolutely,
Okay?
yeah.
There will be a deal for you if you're a fan of us here.
Absolutely.
And you're local and you can actually come see us in person if you want at that point to get a reading, if you want us to pull some cards for you on the spot while your tan develops or whatever.
Remember, it's a luxury
We will work that into your pricing. So you just got to communicate where you came from, how you found us, etc., and mention it that you saw it in this video, and you will get a little something special for it.
All right. We will see you on our next video, probably within the next 2 weeks or so. Sounds about right. And we'll see you next time.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Mwah.